from the military and all those kind of things, which was easy to get for me because I was then the chairman of the President's Council on Fitness. I knew very well Dick Cheney and Colin Powell and those guys. They got me the permission, and the Austrian army sent me the tank. I had to pay $20,000.
Only you can get a tank. Well, let's talk about me, because that's the focus here.
Well, exactly. Now
We're not here to promote a movie. We're here to talk about me.
let's talk about you.
And
What do you think of me?
And you just drive it and crush over. You just drive it over things and crush things.
In the middle of the night, we didn't see where we were going. We just crashed into trees and bushes and everything like this.
This is accurate. There's a pointer here if you need it, Arnold.
Infantry, 15 guys that were standing on top of the tank. I totally forgot to tell them to get off the tank. So they were just holding on, and then they were falling off, and I heard the screams the whole time. As they were dying out. I said, what is going on here? Who's screaming? Muscles get sore.
Muscles, yeah.
Muscles get sore, so you can work out hours and hours, and because you have no muscles, you will never get sore. So that's because bones don't get sore.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, number two, oh, look at those curly breasts. Oh, this is so cute. I heard your story about going to the beach with your family.
Oh my God.
I mean, have you ever heard of the car, a Hummer?
No, see, nothing. I've never heard of that thing.
Talking, you got to go with the Hummer to the beach when you go with your family, so they're safe and protected, not with this little thing. What is that? Totally muscular.
What?
This is your neck, because it has, yeah, look at the neck, because it has to hold up that fat Irish head.
I'll never be in this position in your
man's
life.
car.
A girly man's car. Give me a
This is not a man's car.
It had like a thing that said sand on it. Oh, it's unbelievable. I don't know.
It is unbelievable. Back to this area here. No, but you see, I had a disadvantage. I never could wear shorts because the things were hanging out.
All right.
So I was just taking my head back then in the green room. I said, what is he talking
doing?
about?
Yeah, I am
What is
sorry.
he doing with this red car? I mean, the color alone already is dangerous. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I gotta ask you now, because I know you're a political guy. You're very involved in politics. What is your take on this whole thing in Florida? What do you got on that?
No thoughts. It was just awful.
I can tell you have not done any action movies. Otherwise, you would know all those things, right? Oh, I knew you were going to come up with something funny. Well, I think that first of all, everyone knows that I'm for George W. Bush, right? He has to train blindfolded to disassemble the weapons and all this. He can never look down what he does, and the way he draws the weapons, and when he shoots, he cannot blink, and this is how he has to walk, and this is how he has to turn like a machine. And he said to me, he says, "You're really into that character." He says, "Why don't you play the character?" And I said, "Uh-oh, I hope I didn't open my mouth too much here." I love the guy.
Which is very brave in Hollywood, because most Hollywood people go for
exactly. I really like the guy. I think he's great. But it doesn't mean, that I'm against.
I was waiting throughout the film for the catchphrase, for the "I'll be back," but Ben was telling me even that was a phrase that wasn't in your head that you wanted to say "I'll be back" originally. It was a different form of words, wasn't it?
You did a lot of research.
Well,
Al Gore. Right. As a matter of fact, I like the guy. I even did a story about his life in one of my movies called True Lies.
Really?
James Cameron said, "No, I'll just stay with I'll be back." And I said, "Well, to me it sounds better, I will be back." And he says, "Well, what does the script say?" And then I said, "It says I'll be back." And he says, "Then say it. That's what I wrote. Don't change my script. I don't change your acting." So it was one of those things.